Something that happened instantly, like, hey everyone, and welcome to Conversations on the Couch. I am your host, Tina J. Pearson. Thank you so much for joining in today. I am so excited to get into our topic. It has definitely been a lesson that I personally had to learn, and it was not easy getting to that point. But our topic today is God's timing is perfect. God's timing is perfect. I think about so many times when, I just wanted something to happen instantly, like right away. Like the first time I got my first job in education, I was so disappointed because there was a hiring freeze for teachers, and so I did not get a teaching position. But God's timing is perfect. By the time that I did get that position where I was an educator and I was in my own classroom, I was so prepared. I was so prepared because of the training and the experiences that I had prior to getting that job. It's so many things that we want instantly, we want right away. But we have to learn to wait on God because His timing is definitely perfect. If you know me, I am a planner. And I am definitely not as bad as I used to be. And that is just because I've learned that it's not about my timing, it's God's timing. But I had my entire life planned out. When it comes to relationships and me getting married, I was going to be married at the age of 22. I was going to have my first child at 25 and my second at the age of 27. And here I am well into my 30s. And I just got married last year. And I have not had one child. Because God knew what He was doing. When I got to a point where I was like, okay, thank you, Lord. You did not let that happen. What was I thinking? Now, don't get me wrong. Some people get married young and it works. They are happy. But that just was not for me. And I don't know why I thought it was. I am so glad that I waited on God to send me the right person at the right time, because I love my me time. I love my space. And so I had the opportunity to spend time with me and get to know me before I got married. And that was just the best thing ever, y'all. I am so glad that I did not rush through and just did it just because that's something that I wanted to do. God's timing is perfect, because when we don't wait on His timing, that's when things fall apart, right? God gives us free will. He lets us make our own decisions. But the best thing to do is just wait on Him. Wait on Him, because if we do that, everything is going to fall into place. His plans are not our plans. His ways are not our ways. And so when we do things on our own, that's when we have to reap the consequences of our decisions. And so I encourage you today to just wait on Him. I have I've had prophecies that said within the next 3 years, literally with a time frame. And because I was so excited about, what God was going to do in my life, I was like, okay, I know it's only 3 months, God, but I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like waiting that 3 years, and I'm telling you, on the 3-year mark was when several of this house, our new house, that was part of a prophecy, and it said within the next 3 years, and literally to the date, it was 3 years, and I was ready for the new house. At least I thought it was, because I boo-hoo cried, y'all, when I had to leave my house, my old house. I cried for I don't know if if it was a full week, but it was close. But I'm so glad we waited on God's timing, because I'm telling you, blessings came. Blessings came with this house. Um, and it's just it's a different atmosphere, a different environment, a different feel. I'm closer to home. Never, ever, ever thought that I would have moved to where we are. But it's all in God's timing. And that's something that we have to remember. I mean, I got a prophecy last month, and I'm just like, I listen to it like at least once a week. And I'm so ready for it to happen. But I do know that I have to be patient and I have to wait on God. And I haven't always been a patient person. And I feel like that's because, I saw a lot of my prayers answered instantly, a lot of them. And so when it got to the time for me to be tested, my faith to be tested, and I actually had to wait and be patient, it was hard. It was very, very hard for me. But I am so glad that I was able to go through that. I'm a very reflective person. I like to reflect on things that happen in my life. And knowing that I had to learn how to wait on God increased my faith. That's why I'm at the level where I am now in my faith. Like, listen, you can't tell me nothing that my God won't do. I'm just trying to tell y'all. The way my faith is set up, I already know when I put it in the atmosphere, it's there, it's going to happen, and that's it. You can't tell me different. But that's just because of my journey, the things that God and I have endured together, the things that He's allowed me to go through, so that I can know without a shadow of a doubt, okay, yeah, it might take 3 years, it might take 10, but if God says He's going to do it, He's going to do it. And when I think He's going to do it, may not be when He's going to do it. But again, as I've said all this time, His timing is perfect. His timing is perfect. And when we wait on His timing, that's the best thing we can do for ourselves. That is the best thing we can do. So I encourage you to wait on God. I encourage you to wait on God. If you put that prayer in the atmosphere, wait on the answer. Wait on Him to answer it. Don't try to do it yourself, because we mess it up every time. We mess it up every time. God doesn't need our help. He knows what He's doing. So that is our conversation on the couch. Y'all, I have been working on some stuff today to send out to our guests. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I truly want to thank you all for just tuning in and listening to me talk. I am not that interesting, so I thank you for it. But I cannot wait, y'all. And I know I say this every week, but I am literally like waiting on God's timing, because He told me when I could have my first guest. And I'm like, Lord, are you sure? Because I really want to invite this person now. And I can't. So we do have not many more episodes with just me. And then I guess we'll start rolling, and I'm so excited. So I love y'all. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. And we will see you next week, every Thursday, Conversations on the Couch, 6 p.m., where we talk about life's experiences, because I truly believe that's how we grow. We learn from each other. We learn from each other's mistakes. We learn from each other's experiences. And I don't think that it's by happenstance that we go through the things we go through we don't go through them just to keep them to ourselves. We are here to help each other. We're here to encourage each other and to love each other. And so by sharing our stories, that's one way that we can do that. So I love y'all, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me on Conversations on the Couch. I'm your host, Tina J. Pearson.
I'll walk through the fire, the sound of a